Howdy folks, and welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks with General Ducky. Today I have for you, myself, and that thing over there, in the T-34-3. We're both platooned. I'm in an IS-6, that thing is in a T-34-3. Tier 8 match, for the most part, 2 Tier 9s on each side, swamp, south spawn. It's going to be an interesting match. Now, it's been revealed. The thing over there is Ken. So I start heading south the normal heavy way. IS-6 is it's a pretty good brawler. Stuff like a T-34 or E-75, they pretty much have no problem going through it. But the armor can still be used pretty effectively. Basically, if you're facing it head on, actually, there we go. If you're facing it head on, try and aim for the lower plate. If you're face hugging it, so that's about what you have to view. It used to be you could shoot this area right here, but now you have to shoot the commander's hatch. Try and aim for the middle of it, because the sides are bouncy. And this thing right here is, it's not actually there. If they're angled like this, if they're angled like this, you can try shooting the front track off. You want to try and get a little steeper, probably about like that. But if you're not comfortable shooting there, I recommend shooting right in here. And obviously, if you're completely broadside to them, try and shoot up here. Down here is kind of spaced armor-ish. Just a little bit of tips about an IS-6. And I have my ways of angling my armor, so even those general areas aren't exposed. Ken is being a nice chap and giving me a little push. What a nice fellow. I have a couple of different equipment styles on my IS-6, giving me just over a 10-second reload. Oh, crap.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Well, I bounced off him, didn't expect to go through, but I'm happy that he wasted his shell on the castle. Nice stock T-32. Extremely low roll there. But, lo and behold, he doesn't have enough penetration to go through me, even if I was facing him relatively angled head on. So, here's the IS-6's strong points. Side scraping. I take his track off with a nice lucky shell. And now I know I can't pull forward because the 50-100 is pretty much had me pinned down. And that shell kind of lobbed itself into his tracks. 50-100's over there. T-10 is using the corner of that building. And now I get to take on an IS. He takes out my track, but I put a good shell into him. And I know that neither of these fellows can pen me from the front. I get a nice, what would have been nice fire, but it didn't turn out to be a fire, unfortunately. He backs up before I can take out him, take him out. But he takes out my track. I fix it, back up, put a nice shell into the side of the 50-100 and take him out. I've secured a fire for effect at this point, and artillery wants to send me a little birthday present. Just a little bit closer to, a little bit more forward, and that would have been a bad shell. I get sick of this T-10. Get a very good high roll on him there. Now at this point I know they're all spotted, except for the BL-10, the ISU. No, I'm assuming he's in there somewhere, sniping at me, so I'm trying to play a bit safe, but I want to get rid of these two tanks down here so we can focus either on capping or taking care of the people in the north. You've seen a couple high rolls out of my tank there. I mean, that was a 458 damage high roll. The gun does an average of 175 pen and 175 pen, 390 damage. Pretty much your standard Russian heavy 122mm cannon. T-34-3 is a one-shot, but he slips away before I can get him. But I spot the BL-10. Everybody likes shooting at these. Until that happens. The most embarrassing thing ever is bouncing off of an IS-152. Granted, if you're something like a light tank, a tier 6, yeah, that's understandable. But when you're tier 8, tier 9 heavy tanks, yeah, then it just gets bad. Now, I just want to point this out, and I noticed it. You saw the shell fly by my camera right about here. That was from the OHO. He stopped, aimed in his shell. Anyone that's ever played an OHO knows that thing has a very long very long aim time when you're using the derp howitzer. And he was using it. You could hear the HE. You saw it got to probably about, I don't know, like 15 meters away. And then the Ag Tiger 88 shoots him and kills him. All that distance, that whole entire distance from here to here, not to mention stopping and aiming in for about 3 seconds. All that was wasted. Not to say it was the Ag Tiger 88's fault, but it actually wasn't. He didn't know. It's just some of those moments where it's a little annoying. Now, the remaining enemies have been spotted up here, and our team is advancing towards their cap, putting on pressure, and we have a couple people defending down here. So I decide to go up the middle and try and get these guys from behind. But I'm spotted. Now, at the time, I didn't think anything of it. Okay. I want you to watch this bad chat shot. Watch it. Wait for it. Here it comes. Wait. Does he actually not have a turret? Oh, I gotta see this. I've never seen a bad chat not have a turret. What a surprise. Oh my goodness, he doesn't have a turret! That's a bad chat without a turret. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, look at the burning scrap. Wow. I'm sorry about that. I've never seen a bat chat without a turret like that. I've seen him. It's a rare occasion seeing one of them get ammo racked. I've seen it probably twice, 3 times if you count that one, maybe. I've seen it under half a dozen times. Now, a little bit of a disappointing fact is that our team caps this. And we could have easily won it both ways. All they have to do is just reset it a little bit right here. I come up on the Super Persian, who's almost full health, take the snapshot, take his track out, and I do a high roll to him. Another good shot on his side. I've picked up a high caliber at this point, but I haven't taken enough shells to get a steel wall. Now look, I said please don't cap. You can't really get much more nicer than that. but they continue capping. There's the mod 1. So, I don't get to finish off the mod 1, unfortunately. But, good battle overall. Well, that was a pretty good match. I picked up an ace tanker, spotter, bruiser, demolition expert, fire for effect, shell proof, Confederate, high caliber, IPOC. Before taxes, I received 145,624 silver, 4,904 experience. I was top for damage, kills, and experience on either team. I fired 15 shells, hit 15, pen 12, did 4,681 damage. I received 7 hits, all of them ricocheted, 2 splashes. I blocked 1,650, spotted 2 enemy tanks, damaged 9, killed 3, did 1,682 assisted damage, and after taxes, after taxes, resupplying my tank, resupplying my ammo, I pocketed 128,804 silver. 130, about 130,000 silver in 7 minutes. By anybody's standards, that's a good bat. In fact, that was above average on the IS-6's levels, but either way, that was, by any tank standards, that was a good battle, even tier 10. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if y'all could share this video or my channel with your friends, I'd really appreciate it. My goal is to reach 100 subscribers. I can't do it without your help. But again, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy battles.